welcome back to my channel. So recently I've been getting a lot of Melbourne food related content on my YouTube feed, and that inspired this video because I thought to myself, hey, I like food and I live in Melbourne, so why not share some of my favorite coffee shops and pastry stores. I've only featured spots in the Melbourne CBD area, so everywhere is within walking distance, and you can always jump on the tram because there are free trams within the CBD area, so let's go. The first stop is Public Bakery and it's down Blender Lane, and it is actually right next to Victoria Market. Keep in mind that the market is closed on Monday and Wednesdays. Public Bakery is open 7 days a week though, so let's get some pastries. So you guys saw they have so many pastries to choose from. They have a range of sweet and savory ones. It's really hard not to want to get one of everything, but today I only got 4. So the first one I have here is the pan de ribbon, or the ribbon bread. How cute is this? So it is a laminated pastry that's filled with almond cream with a raspberry finish. The pastry is super light and the outer layer is so nice and crunchy. Highly recommend this one. The next one that I got is an apple one. This one I'm not even gonna try and pronounce. I've never tried this one before. Let's give this a go. This with ice cream would be amazing, but on its own, it's really yummy. The outer layer again is super crispy, and the apples on the inside has like cinnamon, and it tastes really good. I should have started with the savory one, but anyway, this is the ham and cheese croissant. You can see there's like lots of cheese on the top and then slices of ham on the inside. Again, the pastry is very flaky and buttery, which is what you want. There's like a bechamel sauce in the inside, which gives it like a creaminess. Last but not least, we have the pistachio cronut. I've never tried this before, but it seems to be one of the more popular items that they have here. I don't know if I have sugar over my mouth. This one definitely feels a lot more decadent than everything else that I've had, but still very delicious. A little bit more on the heavier side, but the pistachio flavor is really yummy. I've tried a few different things from this place before, and everything has always been very good, so I think you can't go wrong no matter what you get. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my pistachio cronut and then we'll go get some coffee. Side note, there's also St. Ali coffee here if you don't wanna leave this area, like if you're having a day to check out the market and just, you know, around here you can always get a coffee that's close by. There's also Operator Sun, which is like a Japanese inspired brunch place, but I wanted to take you guys to OKO Cafe, which is just a short walk away, and it is one of my go-to coffee shops in the city. If you guys enjoy filter coffee, highly recommend coming to OKO. I got an ice filter here, but if you're not a coffee kind of person, matcha is also really good. This is one of my favorite spots to get matcha. They also have a sister cafe called Now, which is not too far away from here. Their sister cafe has like more creative drinks, like they're known for their raspberry matcha. They have like a pistachio matcha. Actually, you know what, I'll bring you guys later. For now, I'm gonna have my matcha. Now is about a 10-minute walk away from OKO Cafe, but it's more of a takeaway spot because they only have very limited seats in there. I got the iced latte with peanut cream from Now because it's one of their signature drinks, and I've actually never tried this before. I usually go with the matcha raspberry, but because I just had a matcha from OKO, I thought I'll give this a go. If you enjoy your coffee sweet and creamy, then you'll definitely like this. Also, another side note, I'm sitting here next to Caretaker's Cottage. It's closed at the moment, but if you're looking for a really nice bar to go to in the city, I would recommend this place. I think I've consumed too much sugar for today, but that's okay. On to the next spot. Located on Drury Lane, Little Road is another popular coffee shop that I found to be consistently good, and they've been around since 2014. The vibe of this place is very Melbourne, being in a laneway, and the interior is nice and cozy. They also have a back room which is dimly lit, and it's a good spot to get some work done and have your coffee. I usually have coffee over their matcha and other drinks here, but today I decided to try the Sakurate, which is their specialty drink. It is a cherry blossom latte, which is a good option if you don't want anything with caffeine. However, you can't swap out the dairy for any alternative milks. Right across from Little Rogue is their recently renovated sister bakery called Bakmonono or Bakmonono. I don't actually know how to pronounce the name till this day, but anyway, it is a Japanese-inspired bakery. I recommend coming to these pastry stores earlier in the day because they do sell a lot of things. However, I got here at 8 a.m. today and some of the pastries weren't ready just yet, but they do have little signs to show you what time they'll be ready. I actually came here on the weekend around noon and pretty much everything was sold out, so I definitely recommend getting here a little bit earlier on weekends. You can also order coffee and drinks here and it is all takeaway. This is the blueberry custard Danish and I love that cookie crumble on top, and you can see all the layers on the pastry and how puffy it is, and it is so crunchy and delicious. And on the inside there is a creamy custard as well as a little bit of blueberry jam, and this was super yummy. I went back to get more pastries so I could show you guys. So this is their almond yuzu croissant. On the inside you can see it has the almond paste and lots of almonds on top, and I like the addition of yuzu in here because it gives it a little bit of zestiness and freshness to the almond croissant. The shiopan is a personal favorite of mine. There's something about the simplicity of this that I really enjoy. It is a cross between a classic Japanese soft butter roll and a French crusty bread roll, and you know, you get that buttery flavor, but the bread itself is really soft on the inside and the exterior is nice and crunchy. Finally, we have the melon pan, which is my least favorite out of everything that I got today. I just found the bread to be a little bit on the dry side. You do get that crispy sweet cookie exterior, but this is my least favorite, but I thought I'll show you guys anyway. If you guys want good melon pan, I'd recommend going to Le Barger instead. The next spot is for you if you love anything matcha, and it is Matcha Made. It shares the same space as Nimbo, which is a dessert cafe, and their ube mochi toasty is so good. But anyway, back to Matcha Made. They offer a variety of matcha drinks from cold brew matcha to grape haichu matcha, and of course they do matcha desserts as well. This is Patricia, and I feel like if you love coffee, you'll definitely know Patricia. It is another busy spot and it is standing room only on the inside, but they do have milk crates that you can sit on outside. They only offer white, black, and filter coffee, so don't go there asking for no matcha or chai lattes because there are other spots for that. They also offer a small range of pastries here. I got a filter coffee and I can't remember where the beans were from, but it was good. I'm now in Royal Arcade and I want to take you guys to another pastry store called Agathas. Their main store is in South Melbourne Market and you'll find the full range there, but they have a little takeaway window in the city, which is just down this lane here. Agathas has their main store in South Melbourne Market and there's always a huge line there. So if you want a taste of their pastries and you're in the city, I'd recommend checking out their store in Royal Arcade. It's just a tiny little takeaway window, but you'll find that they stock most of their popular pastries that they have. This is their pandan croissant, which is one of their more popular croissants. The inside of the croissant is a vibrant green color. I find the pandan flavor to be quite subtle though, so this isn't my personal favorite, but I got it just to show you guys. The croissant is pillowy soft on the inside and the exterior has a nice crunch. You also get some sweetness from the pandan icing on top. The chocolate almond croissant is a personal favorite. It is a chocolate croissant filled with almond cream and topped with almonds and icing sugar. This is so buttery and delicious and not overly sweet. I also got the cherry pistachio Danish. It has black cherries, homemade pistachio paste and frangipane on a light and crisp croissant dough. This chocolate chip one just looked too good that I could not resist. I've had this quite a while ago and again, very tasty. They just have so many good things. So again, This is another spot where I feel like you can't go wrong no matter what you get. Right outside Royal Arcade on Little Collins Street is one of my favorite cafes called Bench Coffee. So this is another one of my go-to coffee places if I just am in a city and I'm feeling like a coffee. Bench Coffee has a few different branches around Melbourne, but I love the interior of their city store. Their milk-based and black coffee are both really good, and they also have some baked goods which are from their own bakery in Brunswick called Little Cardigan. I decided to go with a pour over because they had some really nice seasonal beans and it was delicious. On to more pastries. We're now at Antara, which is a bakehouse as well as an all-day restaurant. It is a beautiful space and they serve breakfast, lunch and dinner. But today I'm here for the baked goods and I might have gone a little bit overboard because I wanted to try it all. Everything is baked in-house and their tiramisu Danish is really popular and it was sold out by the time I got there. Out of everything that I got today, my favorite was the choc mocha hazelnut one. I really like the crust on top of this. It's like a hazelnut crust, almost like a hazelnut cookie on top of the croissant, and it's really good. It's filled with more chocolate hazelnut. This walnut, salted caramel and vanilla panna cotta one was also super delicious. I also really like the apple Danish, which had nice chunks of apples and cinnamon. Antara is a really nice spot to sit down and enjoy your pastries. It has a really nice vibe, plus they have lots of seating. I did try their Mont Blanc and I think Good Measures in Carlton definitely still makes the best one, so I recommend going there for that. But the pastries at Antara is really tasty, so definitely check this place out. If you're looking up pastries in Melbourne, without a doubt you would have come across Lune Croissant because they are just so iconic and they were given the title of best pastry in the world at some stage, and I feel like the hype never died since then. They have 3 different locations in Melbourne and the city store is definitely the busiest out of the 3 and it is a smaller store. It's definitely more convenient location wise, but I think if you want the full Lune experience, I'd recommend checking out their Fitzroy store, which is their flagship store, and it is a much bigger space. It is beautiful and you can actually see the croissants being made because the kitchen is also there. So I'd highly recommend making a trip to Fitzroy if you have the time. Also, Lune does pre-orders that you can pick up from their Fitzroy and Armadale store, which I highly recommend doing if you don't want to miss out on any flavors because they do tend to sell out of selected flavors throughout the day. Personally for me, I like going to the Armadale store because there's never a line there and they usually have the full range and it doesn't really sell out, so I don't have to go super early. Having said that though, I went there today because I really wanted to try their Tim Tam croissant that is the special for the month, and it was sold out because it is school holidays at the moment, so I feel like they've been really busy. I got to try the birthday cake croissant, which was so yummy. So it has like a birthday cake cookie on top, which gave it like a nice texture, and then on the inside there is more of that birthday cake cookie dough, and then obviously the croissant itself is light, it's buttery, it's delicious, and there was also buttercream frosting on top, so it's really giving the birthday cake vibe, so I'm really glad that I got to try that. The Armadale store is great if you don't like crowded places and you don't want to line up. Maybe check that out, but I know it is a little bit out of the way if you're like just visiting Melbourne. What I really love about Lune are their seasonal specials because they tend to come up with very creative flavors. At the moment, they have the Tim Tam croissant, which I still haven't gotten a chance to try, and that birthday cake one was delicious. They also have like savory options. I love that they have monthly specials, and that's what I usually go for. Having said that though, their classics are also really good, whether you're just going for a plain croissant. The ham and cheese is delicious, as well as the almond croissant, which is one of my favorites. So I think you can't really go wrong no matter what you get. But yeah, I think Lune should definitely be on the list of places to visit just because it is such an iconic spot in Melbourne. I know that a lot of people think that it is a little bit overrated, but I think very popular places tend to get that because people have very high expectations. But they are one of the earlier pastry stores here in Melbourne, and they've been successful for a really long time for a good reason. So if it is your first time in Melbourne, yes, I would say it is worth checking out. And I didn't even show you guys my favorite pastry store because it's not within the CBD area. So if you would like me to do another video showing like my top favorite spots, please let me know in the comments below. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!